Hey Andrew, so I got your message that you wanted some help with exercise 539. Um, so I'm just gonna, I think the best way to go about this is to just kind of step through and show you how I would work this one. So it says, read the footnote about the arrays.asList method. And the way I'm going to do is I'm going to step through the whole thing, and if you want, if it'll help you, you just pause the video at any point where you feel like, oh, I think I know what the next step is. That might be a better way to do it, but I'm going to just go ahead and work the whole thing, and then, like I said, you can just stop it at any point if you want to work on it for yourself a little bit. So anyway, it says, read the footnote about the arrays as list method. Find and read the sections in this book about class variables and class methods and explain in your own words how this works. So let's see. Okay, so this is the footnote we were supposed to look at. It says there's a shorter, more elegant way of doing this with the array, the word array. We can replace all 4 lines of code. Let's see, what was the code we were talking about here? Let's see. Okay, so there was this code in here where we were taking the array of strings, right, and making it into a list of strings, right? How does words declared in here? Oh, I see, it's a hash set. So we're loading up the hash set with the words. I mean, we're loading up the hash set words with the elements of the array in here, right? So, and what it's telling us is we could have done it this way. Here, we could have just said create the hash set, use it with the list as input. So basically we're converting this word array into a list and using that to initialize the hash set. Okay, this uses arrays from the standard library and a static method, also known as a class method, that we do not really want to discuss yet. If you're curious, read about class methods in section 6.15 and try to use this version. So I'm not going to go and over section 6.15. You can do that yourself if you haven't done it yet, but you should understand, that how class methods work and that this is the name of a class and so on. So what else did they want you to do in here? Okay, find the sections in the books about class variables. So that's 6.15, right? And class methods, explaining your own words. What are examples of methods that the arrays class provides? So we can look up the arrays class. I'll just do it really briefly, so you know how to do that from help, right? You can look up all your Java class libraries, and I'll just pull up, because I have it up here right now. So in the class arrays, we have all these class methods in here that we can use. Okay, ton of binary search ones, copy of, and sort should be down here someplace, right? It's a ton. Oh, there's sort. ToString or sort. Okay. So let's see. What else did it ask us? Okay. So create a class called sort testing, or sorting test, I mean. Okay, so I'm going to create a class called sorting testing. So new class, the name of it is sorting test. There, okay. And what else? Create a new class called sorting test. In it, create a method that accepts an array of int values. Okay, so here we're working with an array of string values. But we want to create a method that accepts an array of int values and as a parameter, and prints out to the terminal the elements sorted, smallest element first. So let's do that. So let's open this guy, and I already have a sample method here. Let me just use that one. So this is going to be, let's think about this. It accepts an array of int values as a parameter. So it's going to have a parameter of int values, or of an array of int values, and prints out to the terminal. So it prints out to the terminal, so it's not going to return anything. It just does its job and then quits. Its job is just to print things out. So it's going to be a void type, and let's call it print sorted. And it's going to print out array values in sorted order. And it said it's an array of int values, right? So it's going to look like this. Call it whatever we want, right? So it's an array of values. So let's say the parameter here is, values. So this is, let me just make sure I got it right here, an array of int values. Easy enough. An array of int values. And it doesn't return anything because it's void. So let's see, what is this going to look like here? Alright, so let me get rid of this for a second. I don't need this x value, right? Okay, so if we're going to use the arrays class, let's see what package that's in. That's in JavaUtil. So it's java.util.arrays that we want to import, right? So let's do that. And let's see. So let's see. So the first thing we want to do is sort the list of values, right? So we saw we have this arrays.sort, and that's right. So that sorting deal we saw in here, right? That we can sort. We have different sorting class member. So this one takes a list of long values. You need one. Yeah, this one. So this is the one we're using, right? Arrays.sort to sort a list of an array of ints. Okay. So let's use that. So array sort the values, and we want to print them out. So for int value values, let's just and system.out.println at the end. So this gives us our, so here we're printing out the individual ints separated by a space, and then at the end we do a println to you know, give us a carriage return, get the new line. And let's see. Oh, looks like that's the end, right? That's all we need, I think. Let's see if that compiles. All right, and so now let's test it. Let's see. Oh, how do we give it an array list? Maybe we need to I'm going to create a test class here. And let's see. Let's have a int. Oh, I always forget this. How you set these up? Let's see. Int. Let's say like this. We want them unsorted because we're going to sort. Let me see if I did that right. I'm going to hit compile. Yeah, it looks like that's okay. All right, and then we'll just write a test in here. Let's call this, I think you have to say, what is it, like at test or something? Oh, and we also want a sorting test class, right? Sorting test st, let's say, equals new sorting test. And then let's oops, test, should be void, right? Test, what did I call it? Print sorted, so that's what we're going to test. Test print sorted, and it's going to be like this, a bunch of values, right? Oh, no. Actually, no. I'm going to pass at that field that I made. So I'm going to say st dot print sorted vowels. Let me make sure I made this public. Yeah, that's public. So see if this compiles. Yeah, that looks okay. So now let's try running the test. So what are we expecting? So what we expect is that it's going to print out these numbers in order. So it should say 2, 4, 5, 9, 17, right? So let's try that. Test print sorted. And there it goes. Okay, so it worked. All right, so that's the solution to that one. And if you have any more questions on it, just shoot me another email.